Hey everybody, what is going on? Hopefully, oh, well, it looks like I'm maxing out. Can we lower that? Testing, 1, 2, 3. That's still hella loud. Maybe we're gonna put this far away. Can you guys still hear me? Is this, how about there? Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Super loud. How about here? Background music is kind of high. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's turn that down first then. I thought my voice would be really loud. I'm actually peaking on my audio mixer right now, so I was a little worried. We're going to keep the music here. And we're going to see where we're at with audio. 70, we're going to drop you down to about 55. How we doing, guys? How's the audio here? Is my voice too loud? I feel like it is. I'll bring it right about there. Maybe drop it a little bit here. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Let me know if you guys can't hear me. But yeah, we're kind of giving the voice a little bit of a rest today. Man, we went haywire with it this weekend and on Thursday. For those of you keeping track, we have one more day of casting, which will be the first day of the survival area week for the King's Major West. We just got done with the first week, which was more for a trial to see what the placement's going to be for the Group A or Group B. And yeah, I want to say it was an experience. I don't want to say a lot of it was surprising. I'm not going to lie. There was a little hope in me. Yeah, this Spirited, this is going to decide who goes to the playoffs and who does not go to the playoffs. What we just went through in week 1 decides the placement. Are you going to be in Group A or are you going to be in Group B? If you're in Group B, it's basically like your last chance to stay in the tournament. And that's for all those people that are kind of took a bunch of heavy losses during the tournament. i.e. BTK. Now let's get on. Well, we'll go over the overall first. Man, some of these teams are really strong. And one thing that I've noticed, NA is a bottom feeder, yeah. It's kind of amazing to me how well some of these teams are doing and where they're from. You know what I mean? Like Italy. Like, it just does it not seem so random for like some random country to be dominating, that Italy somehow is just dominating the West, when I want to say like games, you would think that games would be a little bit more well, I mean, I guess in the West, who else do we have over there? Kazakhstan, Argentina. Maybe Argentina I expected to do a little bit better. Well, actually 9Z, they actually did all right. Like, they're up there as well. It's just crazy how good some of these teams are. And then to realize, like, when you step back for a second, that some of these teams, like, when it gets to the grand scheme of all the teams, there's other teams that are better. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie, one of the first things that made me realize like the scope of how good these teams were is, first of all, BTK got beat by LM. And LM, I believe they took on OGs first on the first day. And seeing how badly LM did against them, and knowing how good they did against BTK, I was like, gulp. It's like realizing the power scale of things. Because there was a small hope of me, I'm not gonna lie, as a North American fan, there was a small hope that BTK could come in and at least get a win. But man, there's so much about this game that you need to learn that there's just no way in 2 months that people could be at a level. I feel like if BTK would have been able to get a win, that would have said more about the game than anything. And at least this just kind of validates. This is a legit game. There's legit strategies that you need to understand. There's legit heroes and powers that you need to understand, or you're going to be taken advantage of. Let's talk about BTK though. Oh. The comments all over all of the pages of a lot of the haters kind of coming in. I mean, they need to learn how to not get backdoored. Bro, it's not just not getting backdoored, but if you watched that, Hoon was teleporting back to base. So first of all, I know that they saw it. There's no way a team like BTK does not see that happening. They saw it happening, but they decided that if they all engaged on this guy, if they all engaged on the team, maybe they could get a wipe on the team and be able to send somebody back. Hoon, by the time they engaged, Hoon was already turning around. He was already recalling to go back to base. However, when the entire team decided, all right, we're not going to be able to catch the enemy, we need to turn around and deal with this. What happened? Zane hit a minion right next to Hoon, and the person who had the furthest recall, who could have gotten to base in time, he got backhanded by a minion because Zane hit it on his way up there, and it knocked Hoon out of his recall. So I'm just like, oh, as soon as I saw that, I was like, motherfucker. And I'm not saying that to kind of like throw blame on Zane or anything. I mean, shit like that happens. It's just kind of comical the way it happened, that he was like, all right, I got this, guys, and then a minion just like oof knocks him out of his recall. It's hard to judge a lot of the mistakes that BTK made because I'm not on the team, so I don't understand at what point they kind of just started fucking around. Boss man, what's going on, man? I will say, one thing I've kind of come to understand about this game, especially when it comes to at this level of play, is how much team play comes into play. And I know that sounds stupid to say, like it's so obvious, but there's very little room for personal micro to be able to save you or help you in the way that I want to say a lot of MLBB players would be used to, where you could make a snap reaction and flicker out of the way and boom, you're out of harm's way. Because you could see that on a lot of the players, especially with BTK, especially MOBA Zane. There were a lot of times he was able to read, understand, all right, this is coming for me, let me get out of the way. And he would get out of the way, but the way this game works is that it's not just that one player coming. It's like a barrage of people chasing you. Like he would dodge one, then another one would come. He'd try to dodge that one, then another one would come. Like when they go for attacks, they go for like domino attacks. It's like, all right, we're going for Zane, but it's not just one person, it's three of them. One goes out there, leaps out there, Zane dodges. Another one goes out there, Zane dodges. Another one goes out there, it's like, and then they're done. The only thing that kind of reminds me of is, I think it was during NACT when I believe it was Ashley was playing Farja, and I think it was Area 77 decided to draft like 3 or 4 assassins against her, and through each one of the clashes, no matter how good she was on the Farja and her wings by wings, she was dodging like assassins left and right until it was like the only one that was left is like she would be done and she'd be like, all right, I got away from them, and then a fucking saber comes out of nowhere and triple sweeps her. So it just, that's what it kind of reminds me of every single time they gank. It's like you're just dodging like 3 or 4 members coming at you, and it just it's something that BTK is going to have to get used to. Could you explain this roadmap of these tournaments? The winner of what tournament goes to where? What's the end goal? All right. So, the Kings Major West, which is the tournament that we just got done with the first week of. There is this tournament. This is the second iteration of this year. So just like there was an NACT summer season and then an NACT fall season, there is a KMW. I believe we're in the fall season of it. So this is the second time. The first KMW that happened earlier in the year, that decided who went to EWC, the Esports World Cup. And what was it there? It's the KWC. The Kings World Cup. Here, we are deciding which 2 teams, or we're deciding which team will go to KIC, the Kings International, which is their big event. It's their world, it's their M series, their TI. You know what I mean? It's their big event that's going to be happening. And I believe there are like 8 or 10 other tournaments just like this in other regions happening right now. Like there's also KME happening right now, which is the Kings Major East happening, and that's going to decide what teams go there. There's another tournament that's deciding what teams are going from another region over there. But North America, we compete in the Kings Major West for our opportunity to go there. Now, here is kind of a horrifying thought for BTK. If they lose here, they're out. Right. And I want to say for me, it would be like a breath of fresh air because then they can get some time to relax. However, this year there is a Phoenix, I believe it's called a Phoenix Reborn event, which basically means that the fans can vote on a team that gets to go to KIC. And the more I think about it, the more I laugh, because if BTK like it's, I mean, there's no other way about it. They've only been playing for a few months. They're getting whooped, and it's rough out there. Especially, nobody likes to go out there and lose, even if you understand that you're not at the level you should be yet for this game. It sucks to lose, but if they get kicked out this week, there is still an opportunity for their fandom to vote them into KIC, which I think would be so funny, especially because I want to say most of them, they don't want to be here. Well, they've vocalized that they would rather be home and like grinding and playing, learning the game, that because it's almost kind of embarrassing, you know what I mean? They don't want to go out there and let down a lot of their fans, because there might be some fans that are like expecting them to do well here, even though they've just started playing this game. I'm not gonna lie to, My voice is recovering right now. I don't think I was completely done with my flu by the time I started casting. And I want to say, dude, the last 2 weeks have been such a blur of being sick, having a fever. When I was feeling strong enough to be up, I would be sitting here trying to grind past competitions of Honor of Kings, learn names, abilities, how they fit into these compositions, and then like fever dreams from the flu. Oh, and like this is like the first day I've been feeling like 90%, but my voice is like meh. Great casting, by the way. Thank you so much, dude. I'm not gonna lie, I was super worried about it, but a lot of them like let me know after the cast. They're like, yeah, your knowledge is up there. You understand what you're doing. Now, or you understand what's supposed to be happening, and you can call that stuff out, which is great. But yeah, it is a team game. It's not just about it being a team game, but there's little nuances you need to learn when you come into a new game that, like, everybody's like, oh, what was it? That MOBA Zane was getting caught all the time. And that's expected, because it's one thing to understand a hero that you're going up against, and it's another thing to like know automatically, because you've been playing this game so long, because you have so much experience, the safe distance that you need to be away from them. Like the mage mid laner, She, the range that she had, like, she dumped on BTK, and I knew she was going to be able to dump on BTK because of the way she dumped on me when I played, because it's so hard to guess her range or understand the skills that are coming out there. It's like, oh, this shit's got me walking backwards. And it's like, and then them diving underneath towers for Zane, or him kind of like misjudging the range that they have on him. It's just something that you learn. I think everybody did all right. I honestly, and I dare I say this, I feel like maybe the most work might kind of have to come out of Shark. Mostly because how important the roam position is, but also because of how important he is to the team when it comes to getting vision, initiating fights. There was so many times that this is the first time, like, I want to say I'd seen a lot of Zane or Hoon or them getting surprised in bushes because Shark hadn't cleared them. And like that shit's second nature to them in ML. They understand when he hasn't cleared something and what's open. There were so many times that they walked in the bushes and there was enemies during fights. Like Zane would try to get a flank on them, and there was a Guan Yu hiding in that bush waiting for him. Or who was it? I think it was was it Xian Yu? I think it was that one time. Like almost pushed him into the tower. HoK is really team-centric. Mobile Legends is pretty team-centric too once you get up to the top. I don't think it's... a lot of people, and I'm going to say this, a lot of people, because HoK is a game that you play, that you're already playing, you're going to hold a little bit of bias, and everybody's going to want to say that, like, they're going to want to assume that the reason that somebody can't understand or that they're having a hard time is because this game is better in this way. They're just different games. I guarantee you the HoK people, because they do have HoK people that move over to MLBB, they're going to have the same trouble adjusting to MLBB. Look at the Chinese team. If it was just HoK is more team orientated, then the Chinese teams that came over from Honor of Kings to Mobile Legends, they should already fucking have it in their head. Their synergy should be fucking top notch, but it's not. It's because You're learning all these different heroes. You're learning how much damage they can take. You're learning how fast they can teleport away from something. You're learning how fast your enemies can close the distance on you. And then you're learning counters, which I want to say best player found out. That fade, best player found out really hard how badly fade could fuck up his Menki. It's rough though. It's because like there's like I said, they're still learning. There's no way around it. There was a small part of me that like was really hoping that BTK would like come out here and like show something amazing and be like, oh yeah, like look at them, they're able to get some wins. But after I saw how bad LM did and knowing that LM beat BTK, I'm just like, oh man, we're gonna get rocked pretty hard. Let's buckle up, buddies. It's weird too though, because best player plays a lot of fade on stream, so I don't know why he got caught so many times. Because he was playing against the #1 team in the West. You know, like there's like no other way around it. He's not even an iota as good on the fade as he was on a Ling. He still has lots of games to go, lots of practice to go. And he has the same problems on the fade that a Ling does. Ling can't go in and 100-0 somebody. His team needs to go in there and chip them down, get them down to about 25%, get them down to about 30%, so that he can go in there and finish the job and then disappear. That's how Fade operates too. If you get them down to about 1/8 of health, he's going to be able to swoop in, finish the job, and get out. But BTK just wasn't able to get that advantage, and then everybody's like looking at best player like he needs to be the one to go run in the 4 of them, take one out, and then disappear somehow. Like that's just not going to happen. I was impressed. Like I said, I feel like if I have to pick somebody that I feel like has the most homework to do, I feel like it's Shark, because of how centric a roam is in any type of MOBA. There were highlights for a lot of people, and maybe this game just doesn't really lend itself to some great highlights for there were some highlights for Shark catching a lot of people in the unbridled outburst on Zhongfei. But like, I feel like best player was doing great. Like, did you see all the freaking steals he was able to get? Like, honestly, I was joking with Kindofu about it. I'm like, bro, if you're taking an objective around best player, you need to always be on the watch, because this motherfucker comes out of nowhere, yoinks that bitch, and then he's fucking gone. He's like, he might not be doing great at jungling right now. He might not be doing good tanking on Menki, but goddamn if he's not going to be able to fucking steal a goddamn objective from you. MOBA Zane was doing pretty good too, trying to find some openings, but like, I mean, he's playing a marksman, so they're going to be able to kind of to lunge at him too. Fly Chicken had some great games in there. He did probably the best. And I want to say it really showed how much he grinds this game. I feel like he grinds this game the most out of all the players on BTK. Hoon did great as well. Yeah, I think most of the normal fans of this game and who understand how MOBAs work, I think they knew BTK. I'm sure there were a few of them that were like me, that are like, maybe they'll do all right, and then watch that first game and like, oh god, oh, this is gonna be a rough week. But like, I think most of us understand how it's gonna be. I'm nervous about it. Chicken grinds 11 hours every stream. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, and you can tell by the way he plays when he's given that opportunity. He was finding some great kills. I noticed that too, Daisy. That you said Zane makes a lot of basic mistakes in the laning phase. I kind of felt that way too. And I'm kind of giving him the benefit of the doubt that it has to do more with playing a very squishy hero in a very squishy lane that is usually always contested. So first of all, you're going to have the most action happening in farm lane already. So that's going to build up the percentage of chances that you're going to get ganked. Secondly, you're talking about, like he said, he's learning these heroes. He's learning how far they can travel to close the distance on him. And he's not 110% understanding, oh, this motherfucker can also flicker with this distance and be able to catch me. So that's where I'm kind of putting that. I don't want to put it at him making like rookie mistakes just yet, because he's still trying to understand all the heroes and how far they can leap, how quickly they can close the distance, how much damage they can do to jump him underneath the tower. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm giving a lot of them the benefit of the doubt for that. That's why I say, like, that's kind of the difference. A lot of people are just like, oh, he's fucking sucks now. He doesn't even practice or this and that. I just think it has to do with not understanding the heroes. When it comes to marksman, you need to grind until it becomes part of your instinct, which is interesting too, because I don't know that Zane actually loves the marksman lane. For the first whole month, Zane was reluctant to play farm lane, so he probably has at least amounts of hours on his role. I see him playing a lot of other roles too. Well, I see a lot of them playing other roles too. But man, yeah, I mean, honestly, hashtag it was rough for BTK, and it's only going to get a little bit rougher. We'll see. I feel like as a team, they kind of cleaned up a lot from a lot of the rotation issues they were having at the beginning. They quickly started to understand what they needed to be doing. I don't think he understands who counters who completely. Yeah. That was kind of my main complaint about their first draft, where they drafted Pei, and I forgot who else, but it was a bunch of picks that I didn't see BTK play often. And I want to say Phil was very excited about the draft because he says it was a draft akin to what you saw Twisted Minds do. But anybody who's watched BTK or seen their streams and seen what they play, you know Best Player has problems on Pei. He doesn't really understand the hero yet. He doesn't understand the power spikes, what he needs to be doing on the hero. And not just that, but they picked up a Pei, and the enemy team had fucking CC after CC after CC. I was just like, bro. And he was like, oh yeah, this is good. It's a Twisted Minds draft. He was telling me, like, when we were on the breaks and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, what is he gonna do once he gets caught? Like, I don't understand. Like, this might be a Twisted Minds draft, but I don't think Twisted Minds faced this, because there was so much CC. And that kind of comes down to, I want to say, I feel like at the beginning, they were trying different drafts that their coach was giving them. I believe it's MTS who's coaching them. And the drafts felt like copycats of good drafts that other teams had done. And that's just not something you can duplicate. First of all, you can't even duplicate that with like pro teams, because teams start developing their own style, what they want to go with, how they play, where their strengths are. Here, you're talking about a brand new team who doesn't even understand what they should, where the rotations should be, and you're gonna pick like this nuanced pick. And I was very happy when BTK kind of went back to just the comfortable picks that they know, because they are just nowhere at a point where they need to be doing this 5-head drafts yet, because I don't think they understand enough about all the heroes to be able to kind of execute something like that. Yeah, I know their coach is MTS. Do they have a coach? Yeah, it's MTS. He's a former AOV player. He was a former team member on another team in North America. I don't know enough about him to say whether he's a good coach or a bad coach. I'm gonna tell you, and I don't want to say anything about him because I am like the strictest. I'm a non-believer in, like, you have to do a lot to prove yourself as a coach to me. Syra Riff Charisma, thank you for joining the channel. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start some games here, so I can stop. And what drafts are comfortable with them? They still don't learn common skills for tournaments, meta heroes, so it's points. What do you mean? What drafts are comfortable for them? They just really can't counter. They have a very limited hero pool. You could tell in the first drafts, it felt like MTS had more control, and he was trying to give them a broader type of like hero pool to pick against. Once they narrowed the draft down to their 1, 2, 3 heroes that they know how to play, I felt like they were a little bit more comfortable. They understood the rotations, things that they needed to do, which they felt a little bit more comfortable. Things like a Xiao Chao. Like, when's the last time you've seen a Xiao Chao in professional play? And Hoon was doing great on that, just because it's something that he understands, and he's played it before. They just need more experience on more heroes before we can really start having these counter drafts that are gonna counter what the enemy has out there. Xiao Chao, Menki. I'm happy to see best player playing Fade. I was kind of disappointed because I mean, I understand best player, he's learning. But like in MLBB, he was known for a lot of those mechanical heroes, Ling, Fanny, a lot of those heroes that he could micro around and like outplay people. Here, because he's learning, he started off with a lot of those tanky heroes, Menki, Agudo, what was the other one? Kaiser, the really tanky ones that he could make a mistake and he would still be beefy enough to maybe make his way out. I just really I want the old one back where we can see like those really mechanical heroes. Did you just say if I've been watching NACT? What's that? Of course I watched him. He was a good player. This is kind of I don't know. I don't want to get into it. I agree. I will say I agree. Zia is a great marksman, and I feel when how can I tactful? I'm going to try to say this as politically correct as possible. Of the 6 members of BTK, I feel like maybe there was somebody different we could have plucked out and kept the skill level higher in BTK rather than having Zia. However, Zia is from Canada, and I don't exactly know how that works with HoK because they have separate regions. They consider Canada a separate region than the US. Oh, well, let's go ahead. Let's get some games in here. See if your boy... Honestly, how long do we have on this? Oh, did I lose my... Oh, top 100 in the US. The 24th. How much time do we have left? God, I just want the new season to start already so I can get... I had such a late start on this. I'm not even legend. I wonder if I want... Yeah, we're going to keep it like this. Oh, I meant Zia, the player in BTK, not Zia, the hero. I'm sorry. Well, I didn't say that Canada was a problem either. I just said I wondered if that would be a problem because I know HoK has different regions when it comes to stuff like that. I don't want to get into team politics. Politics. I don't understand. I don't know what decision making went into all of that or how that works. I do want to say I probably am going to try to release a video that discusses all of this stuff. My last day of casting for KMW will be this Thursday. So after that, I'm going to do a lot of catch up on videos I need to put out, social medias and stuff like that. Hopefully guys, with your support, they bring me back for casting. But like, it's already been an honor, and like, it was already an amazing opportunity to get. And I'm really thankful for it, especially because, I mean, if you guys watched any of those other casters, dude, they're top notch. So like, it's not like they were wanting for a caster or a good caster, because they already have like 3 or 4 or 5 great casters out there for the region. So hopefully they pick me up for more. But I'm not gonna lie, those last few weeks of cramming this game, trying to understand all the nuances and shit like that, whew. How can I support? Honestly, hey, what's going on, Zane? How can you support? Mostly just on those streams. If you see those streams, mention how much you like Private Dancer in the comments from those streams. Mention stuff like that. That's the only real way. Word of mouth. Let people know that you enjoyed me as a caster and that you'd like to see more of me on those videos. Is that me? Musashi. So they firmly believe that Musashi is apparently a counter for Ogren. We'll see. I don't believe it, but we're gonna try it.
5 seconds left.
I mean, I understand Musashi's ultimate, duel to the death. It has anti-heal on it. It stops healing, so technically that should stop Ogren from being able to heal, but it's only a few seconds, and it's like the rest of my team needs to be able to kind of come in there and help. So we'll see. We'll see if I've learned anything from casting, or if I get my ass kicked again. Musashi has not been my best hero in the jungle.
Welcome to Party in the Press. Enemy minions will arrive in 5 seconds. All forces, move out!
I am Miyamoto Musashi, the one who will defeat you. I have traveled the world, but never lost a duel.
First blood.
If I were not, blades.
Okay.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, did our mid laner get taken out? Looks like it.
Shadow step.
Ally has
Dang,
been
I should have got him sooner.
The peerless samurai is lost again.
retreat. An ally has been slain.
Wow, I wanted to come in to try to be a distraction for them, but they didn't go for it at all.
Retreat.
I am undefeated.
I don't know why this dude keeps chasing her under tower. Like, it is so hard for me to get in there. All right, let's try to make something happen here, I guess. Fuck.
Charge.
A true samurai treasures his immortal soul above mortal heart.
Overlord and tyrant have gone. Ballistae have spawned. An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Awesome. Enemy has been
Take it.
slain.
If you choose your path, you will find
team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
Got her. I'm super quiet now because it's like I hate playing Musashi. He's one of my worst junglers right now.
Turret has been destroyed.
We're doing all right though, right?
An ally has been slain.
The tragedy of the peerless.
Don't go under tower. Don't go under tower.
No one left.
Oh, nice, nice.
Unbelievable.
Self-cultivation.
Hogren's upset.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Shadow step.
Hogren's down, so maybe I can go for his jungle.
I am
He already got it. God damn it.
in this realm or any
He's so
other.
smart. I'll try this. Don't mind me. Can I get her? 6 seconds left.
I have traveled the world.
Oh, get her. No. I got outplayed.
Has been slain.
Oh, and she's down though.
Enemy has been slain.
There's multiple times BTK could have won, but they sold due to silly mistakes on the map. But that's like the basics of a good team, you know what I mean? Like, it's always the team that makes the least mistakes. So saying it's like BTK only lost because they didn't kill the other team fast enough. You know, it's like yeah, that's the basics of these types of games. When you get up to that thing, it's always about who makes the least amount of mistakes.
Path and stick to it. You will find what you seek.
Enemy killing spree. Shut down. Killing spree.
All right, we're doing good. We can let Hoi carry. I'm starting to fall off a bit.
I am undefeated in this realm or any other.
All right, we're gonna go for this because they're taking way too long on that.
Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Life is an endless
All right, we're
battle.
just gonna go for this.
Killing spree.
Godlike speed.
I think next season we're gonna really try to poke in the peak and see how well we do.
The tragedy of the peerless.
Can I have?
There is no one left to challenge.
Ultimate not ready yet. Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been
Come on in here, buddy.
unstoppable. The Overlord and Tyrant have been enhanced. Cannons moving out. Double kill. Fabulous. Double kill.
All right, looks like Musashi was a good pick. Okay. Okay. Do we have the buff? All right, we're gonna go for the what time is it? Shadow Overlord.
Enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. Enemy double kill.
Come on.
If I were not determined, I would not be worthy of
Enemy has been slain. Fabulous. Legendary.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about.
Double kill. Shut down.
Oh, we may have turned the tables. Mwah.
your path and stick to it. You will find.
Team has destroyed a turret. You have slain an enemy. Retreat.
Uh-oh. Time to go, boys. The jig is up. They're on to us. Oh, this whole HoK got out of there. All right, let me get some health because I'm super low.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
All right, we're ready. Got our cooldowns and everything. Oh, what's that? What's that? What's that? Oh, boy! Huh!
Legendary.
5 seconds. Ah! Ah!
Skill not ready.
Self-cultivation.
We have come to tickle your core. Oh! Oh! Bye! Huh! Waka waka. Alright, it's either me or HoK.
Victory.
Happy Monday, Private. What's going on, Hiko? What's going on, everybody? Alright. Sorry, I was really focused on that. Don't want to lose your first game. Look at that. Double S. Boy. Boy. Am I a pro now? I watched a couple of pro games and now suddenly I'm double S-ing on fucking Musashi? What? I probably didn't even get the MVP for the game either. I bet you it was HoK. It sure was. Can I not get a replay of that game for myself? Maybe I want to watch it again. It doesn't even give me a replay option. That's sad. Sad day. Great casting, brother. Thank you so much, guys. Private jungle for BTK? Fuck no, dude. Dude, I'm gonna put this into the simplest terms for everybody who shits on like a lot of those guys. I guarantee you can't even find 5 people that would put in the amount of time that one player on BTK, their worst player, that their worst player plays. Like, it's a rough game, dude. Oh man, I'm torn. I understand why HoK put BTK out there. They want to capitalize off of their popularity. They're also paying BTK to play the game. So they're going to get as much out of BTK as they can. But as a fan, I'm like, no. My dream would have been for BTK to continue streaming, to continue growing for like a year. Maybe the beginning of next year, then they finally enter a tournament. Because then they would have put in enough time. But man, 2 months? Bro. And my only qualm with it is we're North America. We have pretty big egos. When we lose games, a lot of times we like to blame somebody. That's why North American teams never stay together, because we can't handle losing. And honestly, I feel like if there were North American teams that could take the losses and continue staying together and growing, we would have some great teams, but we just don't have that. And we don't have the luxury like these other countries do, where they have organizations that pay them and give them a reason to stay together. And that's what I'm very worried about, and I'm hoping that BTK can get past. Take these losses, take these shots on the chin, and be like, all right, we're going to keep on focusing down. Don't listen to the chatter. I don't want to hear shit about fucking best player's not a great jungler, or MOBA Zane is fucking losing this, or Shark is doing that. They just need time. And I feel like they can be fucking great. BTK coming in HoK shows how... Do you know if BTK has a coach, Private? Yes, they have a coach. They have a guy, MTS. He used to be a player from AOV, because I remember him from AOV. He also was on a team here in North America. I don't know what his coaching credentials are, but I do know that he understands the game at a higher level than BTK do. So at least at some point, they're growing due to that. Like I said, I have qualms about some of the drafts. I felt like some of the drafts were just copying strong drafts from other teams and not taking into account that BTK has the worst hero pool right now. Majority of the people blaming BTK and their members aren't even American. What do you think of BTK coach? Don't take anything I have to say about coaches. I'm going to tell you, because even me and who was the coach for Cloud9 in MLBB? I'm having a brain fart right now. No, not Rose. Midnight. Even me and Midnight almost got into it because I'm a naysayer for coaches. You have to prove yourself to me that you're a good coach. I don't know who MTS is. I didn't know who Midnight was before he coached what do you call it, Cloud9 and stuff like that. So like, you know what I mean? Like I need to see the proof that they're a great coach and stuff like that before I like start singing praises about them. I do know I've heard him in game when they were practicing, and like he seems like he understands the game and he's trying to push them towards getting out of those bad ML habits. So there's that. But I mean, as far like it remains to be seen. Here's something else to kind of take into account. Blacklist, with all of their resources, their coaching staff, the money that they make, the organization that they have, moved to HoK from MLBB. And they are not dominating here. In fact, they had a very rough first season too, and that's with all the resources that they have, plus Filipino players who you know are dedicated, who you know can play, and even they were having trouble. Now we're talking about a team like BTK, which is like a ragtag bunch of Westerners. So it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time, boys. Oh, okay. We confused Zane. Stella, what's going on, girl? How you doing? Zane, I was asking, but I was only asking who Midnight was to kind of frame in mind that I sometimes have. It takes a while for a coach to really grow on me as a useful part of the team. Yeah. I mean, and honestly, Midnight, after talking with him, like he grew on me when I got to understand like what he did and stuff like that. And then seeing what he did with Game & Gladiators really sold me on it. My only problem though too sometimes kind of comes down to that same thing that BTK. Does BTK respect the coach? Is BTK going to listen to the coach once they get to that level? Right now, a coach isn't going to make too big of a difference until BTK understand the game and the ins and outs for themselves. Then a coach can finally come in and be like, all right, this is what you need to be doing. This is who we need to pick. This is who we can pick next. This is what the counter, things like that. I think Dave is helping them as well. HoK global team ranking is confusing. There's no like region that is dominating. Oh, China would like a word with you, Rain. China dominates all. But if you're talking about other regions that do well on the global scene, I mean global except China dominates so hard they aren't even invited to KIC. Probably Malaysia. That's what I've been hearing. And talking with Kindofu, it's really huge over there too. Ooh. Now, at least we figured out what counters Augur, and I'm really happy about that. This went very well for my first game. I didn't want to come back from all of the knowledge I was learning for casting, and then come back in my first game would be a loss. It's like, have you learned nothing? Tahiro, what's going on? Isn't top 5 and 6? Well, I mean, if you honestly think about it, here, let me pull it up for you guys, because That's kind of the problem with KMW right now that I'm casting for. Kings Major West hosts Twisted Minds. Twisted Minds is actually 4th in the world. They took 4th place in KWC. So like already you knew the deck was going to be stacked against BTK. And not only that, but Twisted Minds is getting manhandled by OGs. So you've got 2 of the strongest teams, sans China, in the world in our regionals, which bro. Let me see. Wikipedia. Tournaments. Let me. How do I show this to you? Where's is it KWC has already happened, right? I don't think I'm gonna be able to see it, right? Let's see if we go with KWC. Who's Nova Esports? What country are they from? Nova Esports. Wait, what? Oh, I'm so stupid. I thought that was an American flag. I'm like, what the fuck? My blind ass. Hold on, let me put on my glasses. It is Malaysia. So Malaysia would be probably the second best. And they dominated. I want to say, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, they dominated Twisted Minds. Like, it wasn't even close. Let's go to playoffs. Yeah, they 3-0'd Twisted Minds. So, yeah, there's China, there's the Chinese teams, and then there's the Giant Gap. And then there's Nova Esports, and then there's the Giant Gap. And then there's Twisted Minds, and then there's everybody else. So yeah, Malaysia seems to be coming out. Who was the other Malaysian team then? Oh, is that these guys? Black Shrew Esports. I wonder what happened to them. Did they get eliminated early? Oh, they didn't even make it. Oh. Wow. Twisted Minds got dropped to the lower bracket and then still came in 4th place. That's crazy. Did they not make it out of the group stage? Oh, no, they went against Nova. How disappointing is that? You have to go against your brethren, the 2nd place, and then that knocks you out. And then where did they go? Sheesh. Dang. Okay. How far did Indo get? They weren't part of KW. Well, let me see. Am I dumb? Who was the Indo team? There's the Philippines. You guys are going to hate me. Which one's the Indo flag? Oh, there it is. Team Vitality. Oh, they actually Dominators and Vitality. How far did they make it? Team Vitality. So Indo made it just out of ranking. 130,000. Not bad. Not bad. And then what was the Filipino teams? Blacklist and ACT. How did Blacklist do? Not even ranked. Wee. Damn. Blacklist down here in 15th and 18th place. And then ACT, there's the other Filipino team. Damn. I wonder what that feels like for Filipino teams because they're so used to dominating. And here, now Indo's doing a lot better than they are. Like, well, at least Indo's like closer to like breaking into the top 3. dude, does it not wrinkle your brain to think like everybody's like, all right, so first of all, Mobile Legends, everybody's like, all right, let's get some Filipino players on our team because that's going to make our team OP. But I never, for some reason, I never really felt that in Mobile Legends. I thought it was just kind of a joke. It's like, whatever. Yeah, Filipinos who come from the Philippines probably have a deeper understanding of Mobile Legends and stuff like that. But I really feel it in HoK when it comes to Chinese players, and people are like, we need to get a bunch of Chinese players. And I'm like, how has nobody broken the code of what makes, like, it can't just be somebody's born Chinese is like born good at this game. You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. How has nobody been able to break the code to like to be able to understand this game, or at least be in the running for other Chinese teams? Italy and OG are a great example. Just Chinese teams in disguise. It's just amazing how certain cultures are so good at certain games, or how they can be. LM2 is Chinese. It's just crazy to me. It's interesting. But yeah, that's kind of the standings what we have. And I brought this up before earlier. So if BTK get knocked out of this, they get a little bit of breathing room. They get to go back home. They get to lick their wounds. But to the horror of probably the BTK team, the Lotus, let me see if I can find it. It's the Lotus Reborn. If there's a chance that BTK fans can vote them back in to KIC, and they'll have to do this all over again with an even tougher group of opponents. Was it HoK? Let me see. What is it? Is it? Oh, where did I saved it to my playlists. I just don't know where I saved it. Was it this? Was it my watch later? All right, I need to HoK Phoenix Reborn. Do any of you guys know what I'm talking about? What is the name of it? It's like Phoenix something. Oh, let me ask ChatGPT. Honor of Kings Phoenix Reborn Cup. Check your DM. Oh, it is the Phoenix Reborn. Oh no. HoK. Why can't I find it? Oh yeah, and ChatGPT agrees. The event is called Phoenix Reborn Qualifier in honor of Kings International. It's a way for two teams that haven't qualified normally to get a chance to play their way into KIC by popular vote. Specifically, the top two most voted not qualified teams will compete via this Phoenix Reborn qualifier for a slot in KIC. KIC 2025 is scheduled to be held November 2025 in the Philippines. Prize pool. This isn't right. This can't be right. The prize pool is supposed to be like 10 million, first of all. And I don't think it's in the Philippines. Or it is in the Philippines. Oh, the qualifier. It's the qualifier? He said, what life do they have to be reborn? They're only 2 months old. Poor guys. Oh. Reborn, they were barely born. Oh. Let's hope. I mean, there's a lot more fans for Philippines and Indo teams to possibly get in there. I want my boys to get a rest, man. I would give them time to lick their wounds. BTK don't want to be reborn. Oh. Is anybody trying to play? It's the end of the season. I don't even care about my rank anymore. I'm already like, what, 60 stars, so. Is anybody at Grandmaster level? I'll start really grinding next season. Like putting a kindergarten child to do college algebra. Is that why the Chinese players are so good at it? BTK over LM. BTK aren't even in the best in NA. Yeah, not right now. I think they give them time. I will say, as a fan of esports and watching Kings Major West, I am a fan of what match was it? Twisted Minds versus 9Z. That was a fucking match. That was a series to watch, man. And like a lot of that all just comes down to who makes the first mistake. That was really good. And I'm really happy to see. I like seeing, especially because this game has been dominated in China so long, that all these other regions are starting to come up, starting to learn, starting to understand what they need to be doing. So it's nice to see like teams just kind of like sprouting up and doing really, really well. He said definitely voting for BTK. Do you know, like, before they have HoK? I know Zane and Hoon are popular in North America, but I don't know how worldly popular they are. Like, I feel like a lot of, when it comes to voting for favorite players, Indonesia and Philippines usually dominate those votes. You know what I mean? When it comes to ML. 9Z was great as well. I'm a fan because 9Z, their jungler Sick. I think he's one of the first ones I seen that was actually using the assassin junglers really, really well. Luna, Fade. I forgot who the other one was. Who was the other one that they used? But he was using them really, really well, and I love seeing stuff like that. I hated the tank meta. I'm not a big fan of watching tanky junglers, you know what I mean? I'll play that shit because that shit's easy as fuck, but I hate watching it, you know what I mean? Because if you compare that to like the outplays you can get with an assassin, 9Z almost made a major upset. It was a great series. It really was, dude. I was so exciting casting that too. Like I almost lost my voice because I was so excited while I was so pumped while the when it comes to certain matches and stuff like that, like I start losing my voice on those really because I'm a fan at heart, dude. Like I love watching esports and stuff like that, and I get so excited, and sometimes I gotta tone it back or I'll lose my fucking voice casting one match and still have a series to go. MOBA Zane's famous win against Blacklist using Saber. Yeah. Your casting made it more exciting. Cheers. Thank you. I'm hoping they bring me back. Like I said, it was a lot of cramming for how short a time I had to prepare for it. But like, I don't know. I'm happy. I'm happy to be casting it. I'm happy that I got the opportunity. So hopefully they bring me back. We'll see. I'm not trying to like. They have a lot of great casters, and I don't want to be stepping on anybody's toes. And I'm just thankful for the opportunities that I get. I don't want to be like out here like, get me to KIC, guys. Just like right now, I'll start building. I'll try to slowly build myself up if they allow that, and we'll see. Don't accept any substitutions. Still mad that they got backdoored twice. Bro, if you watched one of those, I don't think I was casting that day. I think I was watching with somebody. Was I watching with Moonpie? When they got backdoored, they was it OGs they faced? Who did they face? Or was it Boars? BTK saw it, and they made a decision to push on further anyway in the bottom lane, even though they saw the backdoor coming in the top, because they thought they could get a team fight off and make the backdoor regret it, because they were going to send somebody back anyway. There was this very small window of, can we make something happen, or do we need to send somebody back? And as they pushed forward, they realized, all right, we're not going to be able to catch this team. Hoon immediately starts recalling to go back, and then I want to say BTK maybe 2 or 3 seconds later realizes, all right, we're not going to be able to make something happen out of this. We need to go protect the base. But while they turn around, Hoon would have gotten there in time, but Zane accidentally fucking elbows a fucking minion on his way to base. That minion backhands Hoon out of his recall, and now they're not going to be able to get back to base in time. That shit cracked me up, bro. Watching Hoon, he's like, all right, guys, I got this. And then Hoon's like, oof. He gets hit by the minion, and he gets knocked out of his recall to go back to base. It's just so unfortunate. It really is. It's just funny. It's unfortunate. I just hope those guys are having fun out there and not like taking this too seriously. All right. Oh my god, I didn't even start recording. Now I guess we'll start recording. And the throw against LM. I don't really think it was a throw. I didn't really see them throw. I just saw a team that was better than them win. Throwing implies that they had the lead and they just fucking tossed that shit to the wind. I don't really feel like there were too many games where they were in like a firm control. They're gonna need some time. I really thought Boris was a free win. I didn't. As much as I was studying those games and studying the players on there and seeing how strong they were, it was a recipe. I talked about it a little bit on stream. Boars had a very good early game. Their problem always was falling apart towards the mid and late game. And BTK had the opposite problem, where it took them a little bit of time to get their wits about them. So their early game was a little weak, and they really started coming online in the mid and late game. If you put two teams like that together, the team that has the advantage in the early game, they're going to be able to steamroll right through. And I think on the other side of this, it really establishes all of these teams in HoK. I almost want to say I probably would have respected Honor of Kings a little less if BTK would have come in here and actually done well. I would have been like, what the fuck is this game? Like, what is this game that they're able to learn this shit in 2 months? You know what I mean? Like, I think that this just establishes how much it takes to be successful in Honor of Kings. Did I even hit play? I sure didn't. I'm just sitting here waiting. I wonder if Moon Pie will play with me. Oh, she's gone. Can she play with me? Oh, there she goes. Early game Dookie, late game Dookie. I was very surprised to think The biggest weakness for BTK is knowing proper counters. The biggest weakness for BTK is hero pool. Hero pool. They don't have a firm understanding of all the heroes and what all the heroes do. Once they get all that stuff down, well, not just hero pool, but rotations and things like that, they'll be fine. There's 150 heroes they need to learn, boys, and they've only been playing for 2 months. I don't care. I don't care if you're doing chicken streaming time, which is like 10 hours a day. You're not going to be learning all the heroes in that time. One thing I will say that BTK does not have in their favor is in Mobile Legends, BTK was able to rely on their own understanding of the game. Hoon could decide what he wanted to play in mid lane. MOBA Zane could decide what he wanted to play as a jungler. Zia could decide what he wanted to play in farm lane. And they could coordinate drafts like that. I feel like with HoK, because there's global bans where you can't pick the same hero twice, I feel like that's going to be way too much for a player to think about and have to consider during draft. That's going to have to come from a coach. That's going to have to come from an analyst who's planning for these types of games. And we'll see how well BTK does with taking advice from a coach and an analyst when they're at that level.
Pick a hero to ban.
Well, Chicken also plays his heart out. Chicken probably plays more hours of this than he sleeps. Oh, is this me? Let's go with... we're getting out of there.
It's our turn to pick heroes.
Chicken got that Chinese blood, that's why. No, he's always been really hungry for it. He works so hard. I feel like somebody said Chicken is the best player on BTK, and I kind of agree. Especially right now, with how much he puts into it, how much content he tries to put out to help people understand the game. Is this me? Sunse. Healing. Fuck. Let's go with. Do I want that? Yeah, we're gonna go with Musashi again. I don't know if this is the right pick. Oh, it's not. It's definitely not the right pick. I probably should have gone with Menki. My only thinking for that is because Goiguzi with the healing, I could use my my blades to counter the stun from Daji, but then we also have the fucking Don Huang ultimate. What is that? Forsaken Contract. So he's going to be able to lock me down. Ugh. We'll see. I'm going to have to be very careful. I'm not going to be able to invade. Like, if I can't, I'm not going to be able to go in on anything that Dan Wei is there for. His auto attacks. Unless we have CC. Do we even have CC? We got Lian Po. We got Sun Se. We got the Set Sail. He got the JJK skin for Goiguzi. I want to see that. Let's see.
Enemy minions will arrive in 5 seconds. Surprise party in the brush. All forces, move out. Assemble.
I am Miyamoto Musashi, the one who will defeat you.
Do.
If you choose you will find what you seek.
right. Checking out the map. Nothing going on.
Copy that.
The tragedy of the peerless is that there is no one left.
You have slain an enemy.
All right, at least we paid him for it. I knew he was looking for something too because he saw me there and he was kind of sticking around.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. I can't chase that.
An enemy has been slain.
Now, the only thing is I'm going to have to try to use my first skill to counter. Oh my god, are we stealing my farm? Oh, dude, this has happened before. I don't understand what I did to upset people, but they're going to spend the rest of the game now trying to steal my farm.
Assemble. An enemy has been slain.
I am undefeated in this realm or any other.
I don't have my ult. Alright, so far so good. 3-0.
Retreat from the marker.
If you choose your path and stick to it, you will find what you seek.
Ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. The Overlord and Tyrant have spawned. Ballistae have spawned. Assemble.
If I were not,
I don't like that. We're going a little too fucking crazy. We're not able to find an opening, bro.
the tragedy of the peerless is that there is no one left to challenge.
Turret has been destroyed. Enemy has been slain.
That was a little juggle there. I had to wait till he used his retribution on his blue. Another interesting thing about HoK that some people, you guys might not realize, you have to let go of your directional trigger when you use certain skills. Like, you notice how I always let go of my left toggle when I'm using skills? For some reason, if you don't, it like puts a lag on the skill animation. Ooh, ooh.
I have traveled the world, but never lost a duel.
Oh, you ran.
tragedy of the peerless.
Oh, I know. The jig is up, boys. Oh, God. Oh, God. I knew it. Oh. No, that's a bad fight. That's a bad fight. You're sandwiched.
Enemy has been slain.
Even in the darkest places, there is a way
Your
out.
turret has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain. Enemy killing spree. Retreat!
If you choose your path and stick to it,
An ally has
Oh, they're starting to ball up now.
Your turret has been destroyed.
above his mortal heart.
An ally has been slain. Enemy rampage.
These guys are just getting picked off. Like, look at this Luban.
Get in line, all who wish to challenge me. Not like me.
Enemy unstoppable.
Shadow step.
Retreat. Shut down. Enemy killing spree.
Nobody's helping.
An ally has been slain.
Oh my God, this Luban is awful.
Your turret has been destroyed.
There is a way out.
High ground tower is under attack. An enemy has been slain.
Protect your allies.
An enemy
Sword
has been
Master.
slain. An
Retreat.
ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Stick within.
The Overlord and Tyrant have been enhanced. Cannons moving out.
The tragedy of the peerless is that there is no one left to challenge.
An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Enemy rampage. Shut down.
Charge!
I am undefeated in this realm.
Assemble! Assemble!
An ally has been slain.
These idiots showed themselves. Now she's not going to come in this bush.
My skills are ready.
The peerless samurai is lost.
Slain an enemy. An
High
ally
ground
has
tower
been
is
slain.
under attack.
Life is an endless battle. Godlike speed!
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Oh, he locked me down. God damn it.
An enemy has been slain.
And this dude.
Enemy double kill. Your turret has been destroyed.
Oh.
Destroyed.
Our high ground
Yeah, I understand his first skill can block projectiles and stuns and stuff like that. The problem is it's not just the stun. It's they have two. It's Daji and Dog Huang that can lock me down. So if I dodge one of them, I'm gonna get caught by the other one.
Destroyed.
Determined, I would not be worthy of my blade.
See? Oh, that was so stupid of me. I thought he already used it.
is under attack.
Your turret has been destroyed.
This Luban is doing like nothing but feeding though. He's like no help in any of these fights.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I realized as soon as I picked Musashi, they picked I forgot who they picked. They picked Don Huang and Dan Wei. That was Musashi was the bad choice here. I probably should have gone something tanky like a Menki. I forgot who's supposed to counter Dan Wei.
Our crystal
Pei?
is under
No.
attack.
There is a way out.
Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
Oh my god.
Watch the minions in mid lane.
Of course he's got immortality.
I have traveled
Clear the minions in the farm lane.
but never lost a duel.
There's nothing I can do right now. It's not really next level Evo. It's just I have the wrong pick for it. I have something that's super squishy, that is super susceptible to CC, and usually like you can counteract a CC with Musashi's first skill. You can dodge it if you're good enough, but not that type of CC.
Even in the darkest places, there is a way out.
Spree. Shut down.
Under attack.
At least I got the kill. That's game though.
Defeat.
It could even block Kong Ming's ult. Yeah. And that's why you kind of want to line up your first skill as Musashi when you go in, because the first thing that, well, at least low tier mages or anybody with CC is going to do is as soon as you go in, they're going to tap the fuck out of their stun. And they're going to hope that as soon as you come out of your ultimate duel to the death, as soon as you come out of that, they're going to try to stun you. So you try to go in, you get your ultimate, and then you immediately use your first ability to try to counteract that when it comes out. And then you dash through them and continue laying on the fucking damage and hoping that your team sees that you've gotten into the back line. Or depending on who it is, because Musashi is like a big counter for Oghren, because his ultimate also stops healing. So you give your team the opportunity to stun Oghren and all of his healing for like almost 2 seconds, and then hopefully they all kind of collapse on him. Sad day. For a farm laner, lowest health percentage or absolute health for settings? I feel like it's always absolute health, not percentage. Because if you go lowest health percentage, there's a chance that you have a marksman who is at 10% health, and then you have a tank that is at 9% health. And that could be the difference of like 1,000 health that a tank has because of all the items he has. You know what I mean? Musashi can counter Dan Wei as 1v1. I've never been able to beat a Dan Wei on Musashi ever. The only way I've been able to beat a Dan Wei has been the only thing I've countered him with kind of has been like a damage Menki, because in the early game Dan Wei assumes that he's going to be able to punch his way through you, and Dan Wei's actually kind of squishy. So if you have the Menki in the early game, you've got your bubble, you've got the damage you can do. The damage output really surprises him in the early game. And even then, you're not even really trying to fight him. You're trying to get around him, get the objectives and stuff like that. So that's the only thing I've ever used against a Dan Wei. I just, he's got way too many. I'm sure there are ways for Musashi to win a fight, but I feel like two even players on an even battlefield, Dan Wei has more tools to be able to take you down because his damage comes from auto attacks. You know what I mean? And if there's just more boxes that as a Musashi you need to check to be successful than Dan Wei does with just throwing auto attacks at you. If Musashi, he's like almost kind of like a mage too. If you've used up your abilities or you've messed up one of your dashes and now you don't have the cooldown anymore, you're kind of like, you've just blown your whole load and you're like, well, now he's gonna fuck me up. Like what happened at the bottom lane. I dashed on a minion and I wasn't expecting Dan Wei to come down on me and I had no cooldowns for him. And don't assume that I'm right when it comes to, because you just saw my Musashi lose to a Dan Wei. I don't know. Maybe Dan Wei is countered by him and I just suck at Musashi. That is entirely possible. In fact, that's mostly likely. All I know is that at the beginning of stream, we did learn, because I was told that Musashi counters Oghren. And I've been looking for a counter for Oghren because that tanky motherfucker has been the bane of my existence in the jungle lane. And Musashi's ultimate halts healing. So that's usually how that kind of works out. It's a blown your whole load. Okay, I see. Bro, more things I could never say on a cast. Phil was telling me that he got in trouble because when I was asking them about names, certain names I didn't understand or I wanted to know how to say, like Zhuangzi. The Purify whale girl. Phil told me that he got in trouble for calling her whale girl once during a cast. He's like, they don't like that for some reason. he thought he was being clever because he didn't want to, because he didn't know how to say Zhuangzi. And he's like, yeah, they were immediately like, yeah, don't call her whale girl. Dan Wei can immune. Dan Wei can immune Musashi's ult. I think that's what I thought. Is that because he can immune it? So like, how does Dan Wei win? How does Musashi win against Dan Wei? Trex told me a story once that he used that blow your whole load during a cast, and they talked to him about it. They had to pull him aside. I think it was during an international cast too. I think he told me he was talking about a mage or something. He's like, oh yeah, she went out there, blew her whole load, and now they have nothing left to go on. And he's like, they pulled him aside and like, don't say blow your whole load again. And another, what's another one? Some of the casters were telling me in HoK, because we were talking about things you can't say and things you can say, and he says that they were surprised they got away with talking about the double D of Doom, the double Ds of Doom, which is basically how they talk about Dune and Dolia. It's like it's the double D's, and like he's like nobody's ever said anything to them for it. And I think he said thankfully it's probably because they explained right after that it's Dune and Dolia, or maybe it doesn't cross over. It doesn't cross over culturally. Double D's. Do they talk about like D's in other cultures like that? I guess. Big box of candy. I don't even know who that would be. Oh man, my voice. You guys can hear it, bro. My voice is done, so. First week thoughts. I'm very impressed by the West region. Twisted Minds is already 4th in the world. To see them come to the West regionals and not dominate says something about the West and the types of teams that we have over here, whether it's OG, 9Z Gaming. Like, these are some strong teams, and that is super unfortunate for BTK that we have such strong teams to the point that they're like some of the best in the world right now. Twisted Minds is 4th in the world. They were just under Nova Esports. Oh, hell.
Pick your hero.
Ogren, I'm going to immediately go with Musashi.
Let me tell you a secret. I am invincible.
I still wonder why casters use Lanling instead of Gaochang. I asked about it. It's acceptable. Just like they use Princess Frost as well. Because I was preparing for using Gaochang. Yeah, and they're like, nah, you can use Prince of Lanling, or they even accept Prince.
It's our turn to pick heroes.
LM is all right. I mean, there's just such a gap right now Unfortunately, North America is just not really high up on the rankings right now as far as their skill in HoK. It's going to take some time. One really interesting thing that I noticed is how well ganks happen to where you're dodging 3 or 4 different parts of that gank, which makes it really hard for
Enemy minions will arrive
players to
in
kind of
5
micro out of
seconds.
it. And I think that's a big thing that BTK learned. They can't really rely on their own fast hands. They have to, if they're going to get ganked, like, the team needs to know about it. They need to be able to be prepped for it, because just relying on MOBA Zane to get away is just not going to cut it.
The pure samurai is lost again.
Oh my god, already.
Self-cultivation is a journey. Get in line, all who wish to challenge me.
You have slain an enemy.
Attack the marker. Retreat.
I am undefeated. Or any other. If I were not determined, I would not be worthy of my blades. Godlike speed!
Slain an enemy.
She realized too late.
Has been slain.
Oh my god, this asshole.
If you choose your path, what you seek. Godlike speed!
So the big trick that I've learned on Musashi is, first of all, you always have to go in with 2 stacks. If you don't go in with 2 stacks, you're not going to be able to get your chain combo. Oh, this bitch. So you have your 2 stacks. Then you can go in, auto attack, dash, auto attack, first skill, auto attack.
Overlord and tyrants have fallen. Felicity.
Boom.
An ally has been slain. Double kill.
Unbelievable.
Triple kill.
You have good jungle tempo. I'll take it. You should have seen my last game where I was getting fucking mollywops. You'll take that back. Oh god. Can we go down here? Are you gonna go up? Yeah, you are.
A true samurai treasures his immortal
Retreat.
soul.
An ally has been slain.
I wonder if I can go in on
An
that.
ally has been slain.
Oh boy! Caught him. Bye. I didn't think he was going to be so low in his jungle. Now, Lubu, that's the motherfucker I hate fucking with.
The tragedy of the period is that there is no one left to challenge.
Alright, we're not gonna fuck with this. I'm not gonna lay here too long.
An enemy has been slain.
Life is an endless battle.
Amazing! Awesome!
Yeah, it really helps having both of your passive, or both of these little passives up, so you can really dash around people, especially a Zhao Chao who's like really trying to like get you in front of her. You just dash around her a few times, she wastes your skills. Meteor shower comes out, you can fucking finish her off.
Godlike speed! If I were not determined, I would not be worthy of my blade.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Can we dive underneath that? I think we can.
Enemy has been slain.
Samurai is lost again.
Oh, nice. We got him down.
Nice killing.
Come on, Ogren. Don't be shy.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I don't want that.
If you choose your path, you will find what you seek.
An enemy has been slain.
Worth it.
Down.
Got the tower.
Your team has
8-1.
destroyed the turret.
Appreciate
Does
it.
Musashi's S1 block Kui hook? That's actually a curious thing. I imagine it would, right? Because it blocks Nua's first skill, that pushes you. Like, it completely eats it. Like, you can't even see. Oh, bye. Bye. Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Killing spree.
Look at him go.
Down. Enemy double kill. Your turret has been destroyed. Killing
Bye.
spree. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Shut down.
Oh, that dude's super low up there too.
A true
The
samurai.
Overlord and Tyrant
10 minutes yet? Yes, we are.
moving out.
Shadow Overlord.
Shut down. Fabulous. Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
I am undefeated in this realm or any other. Speak within.
What do we got? What do we got? Nobody? Okay. Alright, we're gonna save this for after this primal bond.
I have traveled the world.
Booga booga.
Lost
Nope.
the duel.
An
He's down.
enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Nice.
Spectacular!
We still have the primal bond. I don't really know that I have enough health for that. Eh. Oh, is that a Lubu? Boop, got it. Bye. Lubu goes in. No longer has his ult. You're done.
Enemy has been slain.
I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy the jungle a lot more on this than I ever did on Mobile Legends. It is it's kind of fun, especially on heroes like Musashi. And as Musashi is so easy to learn, it's just he gets really hard to master. Okay, we're done.
Team has destroyed a turret.
No! I refuse!
You have been slain.
Well, how do you play and rotate jungle lane? I am trying to learn jungle, but I suck at it. I can play Dune as a jungle. That's it. Well, I think there's your problem. First of all, you need to get 100% jungler that you want to pick up. First of all, I kind of cheat. First of all, I don't use junglers that require mana. So I don't usually depend on the blue buff. That's trick one that I've been doing here. Trick two is I always start on the tyrant end, which is the side where the marksman's gonna have to go. So I work my way through the jungle, and then work my way through the opposite jungle, so I end up on the Clash Laner side. And then when I gank the Clash Laner side, either I get a kill or I don't. I'm just trying to push the Clash Laner back so that we can get into the teleport pool over here. And once I get into the teleport pool, I teleport up to the marksman lane and be of service there. What is that? And then I rinse and repeat. But that only works because most of the junglers I use, they don't require mana. And some of those mana hungry junglers, you need to start with the Azure Golem. What's up, boy? What's up, boy? Oh, you thought. Well, that's a full ace, boy. So I still haven't developed a plan for those for what I would need to do if I needed to start on the Clash Laner side and then rotate up to the Marksman side, because then it's kind of, oh my gosh, bye. Oh, he got yanked. I'm sorry, buddy. Damn, we're already at a point where our Nua is just like shitting on them with the Annihilation ult. No, sir. Help! Help! Pimp in distress. Oh, God, get out of here. Let me get some health back here. Ultimate. Oh, my God. The random Luban fucking missile strikes me, chunks me down. Now I gotta go back. All right, we're done. GG's. Have you tried pay build? Bro, there are very few things that I am embarrassed of, and my pay gameplay is one of them. I have tried understanding. I understand his skills. I understand. I feel like I have an all right time juggling from tiger form to human form, and launching myself off of ledges and stuff. For some reason, I don't understand his power spike and when he should be attacking. Like, I don't understand a fight that he can take, because I feel like every single time I go in, I feel like, all right, I'm about to do a bunch of damage, and I feel like I fucking slap them, and they're looking at me, and I'm like, oh shit, and then they shit on me. So pay is one of those is going to take a little bit more finesse for me to learn. Ukyo. For some reason, somebody told me Ukyo isn't really meta. I understand that Ukyo is a counter for pay on paper. We talked about this during cast too, because somebody allowed the pay pick and then they picked up Ukyo. And on paper, that's supposed to counter out the pay. But Ukyo is so squishy that it's so hard. Like, he's so easily ganked. And I understand the character too, because he's Ryoma from AOV. It's just, ugh. Maybe at low ranks it might work. That might be somebody I could try to pick up. But he's Ukyo's another one of those. Ooh, look at that S tier. Ukyo's another one of those. Isn't he an SNK hero? And if I get SNK heroes, the first buy I'm getting is Mai. I love playing that hero. I just don't own it. I gotta wait for an SNK event.
If you can dream it, it will come.
Who was that? The Nua? Oh no, that was the Yuhuan. Or no, that wasn't. Who was that? No, that was the Nua. That's just her fancy skin. The one I wish I had. Private, you owe me one email taco because of the 30-second ads. Are you guys getting ads? Wait a minute. No. Are you guys getting ads? Put a 1 in chat if you guys are getting ads. I specifically have ads turned off on my stream. Or at least I have ad revenue turned off. So what? They can still put ads on my stream even if I don't... Wait, is this Twitch? Oh, it was Twitch. I'm sorry. I have no control over those. I'm sorry. My bad. I was about to say, I thought I turned off ads on my YouTube. Yeah, there shouldn't be ads on YouTube. I've actually turned that off because I don't really make money yet. Ukyo jungle is OP. 1 combo kills on Squishy. I'll have to get Ukyo. Honestly, I'll probably end up buying a lot of those heroes when the next SNK event comes out. Because I'm really excited to. I didn't buy them initially because the skill gap, like especially learning bro, that shit. I don't know if any of you guys. She's a fun hero, but literally every skill you do. It automatically a dash comes out after it. And a lot of times if you're not prepared for it, you're dashing in a random fucking direction. That shit is infuriating to learn how to play. But once you get it down, it's so fun to play. I'm pretty sure Ukyo is that is the Ryoma one, right? Let me see. Wait, is Mai supposed to be Raz? No way. I played Raz before. I don't remember it being like that. There has to have been some changes. Jungle lane. Wait, no, she's... What was I looking at? I was looking for Ukyo, and that's a jungler, right? Raz and Mai are 100% the same. That's crazy because I fucking hated Raz. I couldn't play him to save my life in AOV, and I learned Mai pretty quickly. I'm pretty sure this is like the Ryoma pick, right? Yeah, and I even seen him. They even played him in the they played him in day 1 against Pai, and he got fucking wrecked. Ukyo got wrecked because he's so squishy. Wow. Calypso Raven. Oh, dude, it sucks playing roam solo, but I do good. Just bad farm ruins it, and I have to quick adjust at times if forced. That's why I started playing jungle, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a good jungle helps control the game. Especially at least underneath 100 stars. Like right now, like if I play mid or I play farm lane and we have a bad jungle, I feel like it pretty much sets the tone for the entire game. So I have to learn stuff like that. When I used to play Vainglory and stuff, I used to main roam, and I learned to hate roam because you can't play it on your own. You can't, like, you can play it with your team, you can play it with your friends, and it's great, especially if you're good. But it doesn't matter how good you are as a roam solo, you will never be able to carry a shitty team. If you're a great jungle, if you're a great farm, maybe like that, you might be able to you have a better chance of being able to carry a stupid team than you will as a roam. And that's why I fucking hate roams. Hello, sir. I've been out of the NAC scene news for quite some time. Have you switched to HoK too? Yes, sir. Yes, I have. It's been really fun here too. We have cake. I still have a lot of friends that play ML, but I've kind of moved. I've moved on. Just because I'm pretty sure they've closed the doors on esports. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of an esports whore when it comes to games like this. Vainglory, I joined there to see how the esports scene was after they closed up their esports. I went to AOV. When AOV closed their esports, I moved on to MLBB. They just closed their esports for North America, so I'm moving on to HoK. Esports just really make it more competitive for me. Like they make me want to watch and try, and I'm a big fan of watching esports too. And if I can't watch, like, if I have no stake in it, I don't care about any of the esports. You know what I mean? Like mobile, when it comes to AOV, when they close the doors for North America, like it doesn't seem worth it for me to watch. Like I'm just not one of those that's gonna watch and cheer for another country, even if they're good. It, for some reason, not having my own stake in it, not having North America be part of it, kind of kills the fandom for me. I can't at jungle. I tried Diane, but tactics I am lost. I want to say one thing when I first started this game. One thing that helped, because I had a big problem when I first started jungling, is just diving in. And honestly, I feel like that's a rite of passage that you have to go through when you're playing melee heroes or jungles. I feel like you have to go through that first month of fucking diving in and having them wipe the fucking floor with you. Understanding you can't go into 4v1s and expect to make it out. You can't just, you can't right at the first opening minute dive on them and expect to make it out. You need to wait for the opportunity. Like you saw in that last Musashi game, there was a bunch of times where I was kind of just running around in a bush or just waiting for my team to be able to do some damage so that I could go in. Because if I go in right away, they're going to blow all their skills on me, and I don't want that. I want them to kind of bait. I want them to try to chase somebody, maybe get their mage a little bit low, wait for Ogren to charge in on my team into the back line so that I can dive onto him and upset the tempo there. The biggest thing about being a jungle in HoK is patience. Do your farming. You don't always even, and you don't even need to get kills. You just need to, like, understand that you just need to push your lane. You rotate around the farm. Once you've cleared out all of your farm, go into lane. You don't need the kill. Don't be hungry for it. All you need to do is give your laner the advantage to push on his own. Then you can use the teleport. Then you can rotate to mid. You give them the advantage. And sometimes the advantage means you get the kill as well, but for the most part, that's all you're really trying to do. One thing I have a problem with that I haven't really started yet is once I get the kill, invading the jungle. That's what I need to start learning and picking up. Have you, that you sound like a Kratos or Gavin when he says welcome to the international. My voice is really wrecked right now. People have always told me I have a deep and unique voice, but even now, because of the flu and casting, like my voice is so tore up right now. But thank you, I appreciate it. I feel like jungle, another reason I picked up jungle is because I feel like it helps you learn what's going on in all the other lanes too, so you can get like a little bit of a better understanding. I don't know. This game, I'm gonna tell you one thing I don't touch yet is Clash Lane though, dude. I hate Clash Lane. It is, God bless fried chicken, but I feel like it's the hardest lane to learn. There's so many heroes that have so many bullshit abilities that either make them invulnerable, give them shield, give them all their health back, make them dash to you, make them dash away, make them give another hero. Like, it's so much bullshit. And especially when you play in a clash lane, your ego starts getting up. You start getting into that 1v1. You want to take them. It just, oh, dude. Have you tried ginger tea for the cough private? You know how gingers are. That Raven girl in the right hands is Wiccan. But yeah, we're gonna probably, now that we understand this game a little bit more, we're probably gonna start releasing a little bit more educational content. The only thing is, I get a little held back about doing videos that are like tutorials because we've already got some great sources for that. Phil does tutorial videos, Assassin Dave does tutorial videos, and I'm kind of like, I don't want to just do the same thing that these guys are doing already because they're already great sources. And I'm trying to think of like how I can do mine in a way that's adding new information that you guys might want or need to be able to pick up. Fly kind of lost his mind in Clash Lane. He gets crazier each match. His first few matches, he needed to understand that there was going to be a lot of pressure up there. Once he accepted that there was going to be a lot of pressure, he needed to be a little bit safer, and he needed to understand when his heroes can go in. He's been doing a lot better. Like, there's so many matches where I'm like, BTK is getting run the fuck down, and Chicken just comes out of nowhere because he finds an opening to get to the back line, takes down 2, and then the rest of the enemy team is chasing him. And it like forces BTK to be like, all right, well, it looks like we're gonna have to fight and we have to save Chicken, because he's able to find those answers. And that comes from how much he grinds. He's probably the hardest. As a fact, I feel like he's the hardest working member of BTK because he's the one who streams the most. He's the one who makes the most educational content. And he's just really grinding his fucking heart out. Well, don't approach videos like you know everything. Just share and ask for ideas. It's good content for viewers, including you. He isn't going crazy. He's breaking his back. Yari is a good playstyle. I'm going to tell you, of the heroes I need to learn in the jungle lane, let's see. I already play a decent Butterfly. Oh, I will say, I feel like Butterfly is the poor man's Musashi. So I was playing Butterfly first, and once I started getting decent on Butterfly, then I moved back to Musashi, and I was doing a lot better. Because I feel like Butterfly doesn't have as many mechanics as Musashi, but kind of the same thing where I'm kind of going in, I'm waiting for them to get their skills. I'm waiting for them to get low before I can go in there and get my skills off there. Who would I like to play? I would love to learn how to play Pei. Pei and who? Fade. Dude, this dude I love is it always his ultimate that does that?
People may be biased, but fate isn't.
I wonder if it's gonna show it when he kills somebody. Bro, that fucking that bleach skin? Is it gonna show it? Oh, it doesn't. That bleach skin where he goes into his ultimate and kills them with an 1/8 of health, and the kill animation is like a bunch of rose petals erupting from a dusted body. Bro, that shit looks so sexy. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about or if I'm just talking out my butt. But you saw it. You saw it when people were picking Fade against best player. Like they turn into dust, and then they just like they blow away in the form of rose petals. That kill animation looks so fucking sexy. That's it makes me want to learn Fade. But from what I understand, excuse me. From what I understand, Fade needs a really good team, because the team is the one that's going to need to help lower the enemies down before you can come in. It's that Ukyo and Zilong would fit your style. I'd like to I want to kind of keep it towards ones that are meta. Not a bad hero. Yeah. So if you guys don't know, the first week of the KMW, let's go on back to our normal scene. The first week of the KMW is pretty much done. So what we're going to be coming up to is it the survival week it's called? This Thursday we'll start the second round of the teams facing each other, and if they lose now, they're going to be starting to get knocked out of the tournament. So some people have a little bit of security. Team OG, Team Twisted Minds, I believe 9Z have a little bit of security if they lose, but for teams like Boars, LM, BTK, if they lose, they're possibly going to be getting knocked out of the tournament. And then we're gonna move on into the bracket system after that too. So that's gonna start on this Thursday, same time, around 8 Central should be the first stream. It's also this Thursday at 8 Central. That's gonna be my last day of casting for KMW. I was only scheduled for 3 days with them, but like I said, it's a huge opportunity, so I wanted to take it to get the cast and hopefully open up more doors for casting with HoK in the later times as well. But like they already have, like you could see up there from that picture, they already have some great casters. A Dash, Phil, as well as Kindofu. Like they have some great casters already. So the fact that they actually gave me a shot was a huge deal. Because they didn't need to, because they already have pretty much their fill of a decent casters. But hopefully, like I said, they'll give me more opportunities to cast with them in other things as well. But I will also be doing watch parties this week. We're going to be returning to our normal streaming schedule, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But we will also be doing watch parties for KMW this weekend. So if you guys would like to join me then too as well, I'll see you then. My top 3 are Milady, Frost, and Yari. What time for the watch party? It'll probably be around the time that the games start. All the games start at about 8 p.m. I'm gonna see if I can get somebody else to do the watch party with me. Maybe if you guys are interested, I could possibly get G the Echo, or maybe even I could get Aaron, Athena in here. It just depends. I kind of like to talk to people and bounce things off of them. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Don't underestimate yourself. You're right up there with them in casting quality. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yeah, we'll see. I'm just like I said, it's a huge opportunity, and these dudes have been already doing it a lot longer, and they're so great at it too, and so professional. And let me tell you, dude, fucking Kindofu, he's the first person up on that little picture right there, Kindofu. Dude is one of the nicest people I have ever met. Since I moved over from Mobile Legends, he's already known that I was a caster because he watched me doing NACT and stuff like that. But since I moved over from ML to HoK, he has been nothing but supportive, reaching out to me in DMs, asking me how things are going, how things are in stream are going, asking if I've talked to anybody in HoK about casting for them. When I got the opportunity to cast for KMW, he was the first person to hit me up and be like, hey man, congratulate. Like, dude, it's completely different. And the only reason I'm saying is it's like completely different than what I experienced as a caster with MLBB, where I feel like everybody's kind of in their own work, trying to make their own thing work here. Here, a lot of them, they like to share things. They're very friendly, and it's just really cool. I thought the second guy was Wolf. Hold on, let me get the bigger picture here. That's both of them. All of these dudes are super nice too. Phil, Kendofu, Dash. I haven't cast with Dash yet, but I assume he's just as friendly and nice as everybody else has been here. But yeah, like these dudes are top notch, dude. And just really nice guys. It's okay, my eyes are bad. But yeah, like I said, we're going to go ahead. We're going to take it off here, guys. I want to say thank you guys for joining me. And I'll start looking out for content that will be coming out. HoK has good vibes over MLBB and everything. He's a cool dude. They're all cool dudes, dude. It's honestly, I love chit-chatting back and forth with them. These are guys who really dig HoK, who kind of love it and the scene, and like they can nerd out on it too. And just with how friendly they are. It's honestly awesome. So Private has the don't dare look. Dang, I do need to get a better smile, a smiling one. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I will see you guys again on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central. And yeah, I'll check you guys out a little bit later. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Like the stream, thumbs up as much as you can. And yeah, have yourselves a great and positive week. I'll check you guys later.